Hello, this is Widowmaker here again, and I'm making another video on the Lord of the Rings the Adventure card game. And what I thought I might take the opportunity to talk to you guys about today, and this is something for you if you're new, is the importance of guard, particularly in the early phases of the game, when you don't have a lot of board presence, and how guard can help you keep really key allies alive and keep your heroes healthy and having them do what they're best at. So if you have a look here, I've taken the opportunity to mulligan away into a pretty good starting hand. You'll see here that I've got an Imladris Minstrel, who's by definition is like one of the most key allies that you can have in the game. So she will, every time you kill a minion or basically any one of Sauron's enemies, you will be able to restore 1 health to one of your characters. She is pretty much the best ally in the game. So I've got her in my opening hand. I've got this nice little chud, a guard of the Citadel. He costs 1 and he's in leadership. And when I play him, he'll have guard on him, and at the start of every turn, if he survives, he'll get guard back. So he essentially can take 2 hits a turn if you can keep him alive. Even if you just throw him under the bus, you can often have him take 3 hits if you do it well. And then I've got some other stuff here. So what I'm going to do, so this is Attercap. This is the first non-tutorial adventure in the game. Now, you'll notice that Sauron, and this is playing on adventure difficulty, Sauron starts with 4 enemies in play. So that's a lot. So he's got a lot of action advantage on me, and I'm going to show you how using guard effectively can help you get that board control. If you see on forums and things like that where people talk about that, getting control of the board and being able to ride that through each location in the adventure. Being able to do that right at the start, using guard or readying in Stalwart. So I happen to have a couple of star brooches here as well. Stalwart means that you can activate twice. So anything that gives you extra actions, using Aragorn's power as well, for an example, gives you another action and surge. So I'm just going to play this first turn out, and hopefully Sauron doesn't do anything too tricky. But even if he does something really awful to me, hopefully we'll be able to demonstrate this, right? So right here, Sauron, one thing you need to know about him is he will always attack with minions first. Not minions, I should say. He will always attack with the creatures he has first before he plays new cards. He'll always attack with the highest strength stuff first, and he will always go for the kill. So if you leave him with an option where he can kill an ally, he will do that. So what I'm going to do here, because I actually don't care where this first attack goes, I'm going to play Gaining Strength just to get that extra resource and stall for a bit. He'll crash into me with one of those 2 falls. Yep, that's okay, I don't care about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to whack down my Guard of the Citadel. Right, so you'll notice he'll come down and he'll have guard on him. So that 2-4 will crash into him, and that's cool. I don't mind that either. So he'll attack with one of these 1s next, and I don't mind because he won't be able to kill anything, so that can go anywhere. And I'll play my Rivendell Imladris Minstrel, I should say. All right. So here's an opportunity where I've got to. There's still a 1/2 left on the board that he hasn't activated yet. I'm going to take this opportunity to kill that before he gets to activate it.
I am Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
And because I killed a bad guy, I'm going to restore 1 health to a character. So I'm going to put a health back on my guard here. Plays that. That's okay. I'm going to play... Now, here's a tricky one. Do I play a Star Brooch on Eowyn? Probably. She's amazing. Oh, yeah, I mean, that sucks, but that's fine. Okay, so he's whacked down another Forest Spider here. Now, I mean, I could let this one go wherever, but I will take this opportunity to guard up with my Guard of the Citadel, so he'll attack him. Alright, so what can I do here? I might just stall for a turn. see if he's playing anything else. He is. That's okay, I don't mind. Now, here is something really dangerous, right? So if I let this guy go, he's going to crash into my Guard of the Citadel. Remember, I told you he will go for the kill, so absolutely guaranteed. So what I'll do is I'll use my star-worded Aowen to get that kill, and then heal up him. I'll block. It's not great. So in this situation, what I'll do is I will go for the kill, or will I get ready to? Yeah, okay. So that is an interesting one actually. No, that's okay. What I'll do. So I'll fate up with Arwen here. And I'm going to do that so that I can use Attercap at the start of the next turn to exhaust 2 of those spiders, those 2 big ones. So I will end the phase, and then the turn will flip. Right. So you notice he gets guard at the start of every turn, so that's really powerful, right? So it means he'll get 2 activations every turn if you can keep him alive. So I'm going to heal him up. So, and here is yet another one. How about that for good luck? Streamer's Fortune, I suppose. Erkenbrand is, again, another amazing card. So he's got guard, so he does the same thing that the Guard of the Citadel does. But he also has block, which means that every time he takes damage, he'll take 1 less. If you put him down with like a warrior sword, which gives him extra attack, or something gives him counter, and self-preservation, which just heals him statically once for every turn, that's just good game, Sauron. You might as well not bother coming back. So what I'm going to do, because I want to keep my Guard of the Citadel alive, I'm going to exhaust these 2 spiders. Now, that's a fate event that, you know, I could have used later on, sure. I'm going to use it now because I think it's so important to get that board presence right at the start. So I'll crash into this guy before he gets a chance to attack.
I do not fear either pain or death.
And I'll heal him up again. So, yep, that's fine. I don't mind. I'll stall again. Yeah. So, alright, so I might just guard up with him. Yeah, that's okay, don't mind. You can do that, silly person. I'll do that. Alright, so we're going to take this opportunity to kill a couple of spiders, or kill a spider I should say. So again, we're going to heal him up. And we'll put 2 damage on him, so when he crashes into him next turn, he'll die. So, we'll end phase. Now, I've got to be a bit careful here, because I don't have any threat reduction in this deck, because I'm not playing... Oh, I am playing Spirit, but I didn't put any of those cards in. So, oh, look, I've got that card. That's a really cool card as well. So that is a bit of... That's threat reduction in lore. Look, just for kicks, I'm going to put Erkenbrand down because he's another good example of a block card, guard card, I should say. So this is another trick that will really do Sauron's head in, is that, see, because he's got block, these guys won't attack. Now, this is a thing for a whole nother video, to be honest. Block is a whole nother kettle of fish, but he'll now play a card. So I'll whack down. I'll just play out this turn because it's pretty clear. You know, I've got a full board now. You know, what are they going to do? So I might just crash into... what will I do here? I'll just crash into here. Get some healing going. Yeah, another one of them. Yeah, he's playing a lot of allies there, so he's going to pass next because he'll have nothing else to do, and then
we do not not escape the shadows of
and then we'll murder
life
him.
or death, I can save you. I will.
I serve the king!
And
I am Arathorn, son of Arathorn.
that's fine. Anyway, there you go, guys. Look, you can see here, like, I've positioned myself in such a way that I'm going to motor through this quest quite well. It'd be very difficult for me to fail from here with this board setup. So I'm just going to jump out and I'm going to show you a couple of other things. So there are only a few characters that have guard natively in the core set, I should say. So what we'll do, here you go. So here's a tricky one. So Fatty Bolger, he has a power to give guard to another character, which is really interesting. His lore, so that's a bit out of sphere. He hasn't got a lot of health. He's quite a challenging card to build around. But what I really wanted to focus on was having a look at here. So if you have a look here, out of the core set, Guard of the Citadel is the only card. And he's in leadership. Actually, let's just look at all of them first. So if you look, there's only 8 cards that have guard. 2 of them are, not allies. So there's only 6 cards that have guard. And if you have a look, only Guard of the Citadel comes in the core set. And if you have a look, out of those 6 allies, 4 of them in leadership. So you'll find yourself playing leadership a lot just because you have those guard cards in there. So Erkenbrand, who you saw, Guard of Citadel, you can get them pretty early on in the piece. I believe Forest Protector is like a card you can get pretty early on as well. Guardian of Arnor is a fellowship card that you can pick up. Hobbit Bounder is tricky because you actually need to have 2 lore heroes to play him, so he's a pretty big edge case to do it. Look, the other thing that I didn't really show you here, and I probably should have, I just didn't need to, is you can guard with your heroes as well. Because I did such a stellar job of keeping my Guard of the Citadel alive, I didn't have to worry about it. But you can actually block up with heroes, and if you're playing tactics, that's actually a really strong play, because tactics has got a lot of ways of giving block, which is that preventative damage. And you saw me use Aragorn's readying ability a couple of times there, so you can have him basically block twice, and if you can put him on guard twice, and if he's got block, it'll cancel that damage out. So look, guys, I hope what I've shown you here really demonstrates the fact that getting characters with guard into play, or knowing when to guard with your heroes to keep your key allies alive, particularly in those first quests, in those early ones, if you don't do that, what's going to happen is Sauron's going to flood the board. You're not going to have enough actions to counter him, and he's just going to snowball. The threat's just going to keep ticking up, and you're going to be triggering threat events all the time. We see people in the Discord, and if you're not on that, go and join it, because it's really awesome. I'll put it in the description of the video. But people fail to do Attercap all the time, and it's just because they don't get that board control from those first 4 allies, and it's supposed to be hard, it's supposed to be a challenge. I hope this video has really helped you, has given you the skills to be able to deal with that. I hope this has been really useful for you guys. Alright, go kick Sauron's. Bye.